Alrighty, so the store worker had the following sales. A lot of places, obviously, the salespeople get paid more if they sell more because you make more money for the business, right? So this is asking which one she should use, the mean, the median, or the mode in order. So she's getting ready to go to her boss and ask them for a raise. So without doing the math, that's what I want you guys to do first, okay? On this activity today, I don't want you guys to actually do the math first, okay? I want you to read the situation, and I want you to make an educated guess. Can you get an educated guess wrong? No, you can't. It's called a guess. So you guys, as long as you have something written in these areas for each situation, you are getting your points. Okay? I want you to take an educated guess before you actually do the math. The math is going to help you see whether or not your guess was right. But first, I want you to analyze the situation and make the determination about which one she should use. So this child has said she wants to go to her boss, and she wants to give her boss a report about her quote-unquote usual or average number of sales to make herself look good. So the mean, the median, or the mode. Which one do you think, based on these sales, again, we're not doing the math yet, we're just taking an educated guess. What do you think? What do you think, which one might she do? Okay, why do you think she should do the median? Okay, so your reason is beautiful, sir. Reason is beautiful. I'm going to write the reason down because it was perfect. And guys, you should do this too. Okay, so for your explanation, it's the one that occurs the most. And the one that occurs the most is also what? No, not the name, sorry. The one that occurs the most is this 650. That's also what? The highest one, too, right? So the one that occurs the most and the highest. She wants to give them the highest number possible. So the reason, you didn't have to do any math really to look at that. You're like, ooh, well, the one that turns up the most is 650. So she should say, hey, guys, on average, I sell 650 but we're not going to call it the median. That's the one in the middle. What are we calling it? The mode. So step one for all of these, I want you to do the educated guess. I agree with your educated guess this time. It's great. All we need for each of these, there's 8 of them. We're going to start here. We're going to start with your educated guess for why you think this should be the best choice. I'm also going to we're going to look at option 2 together as a group really quickly before I turn you loose on the other 6. But do we have any questions about A? We're good? Okay, so everybody take a minute to read B. If you've got an educated guess, go ahead and type it. But I'm going to ask somebody to share their educated guess in a minute after I give you a minute to think about that. So read the situation. Decide which one did they want to do based on this situation, the mean, the median, or the mode. CJ, why did you say the mean?
Well, the reason I said the mean is because if you add them all together and then divide, I just felt like it'd be better than finding medium because 4,000 is really far away from.
Ooh, okay, hold that thought for a second. 4,000 is really far away from the rest of them, right?
Yeah.
What's the word for that number that's really far away from all the other numbers? An outlier. It's a lot bigger, right? What's going to happen, CJ, when you do the mean and you got that number in there that's a lot bigger than all the other numbers?
It's going to be a lot bigger.
It's going to make it look like he raised a lot more money for the school than he typically does. Exactly. So, explanation. The outlier, put that word outlier in. I want that word outlier. Makes the mean high. The big kid word for that is what we call skew it. it skews that average. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You can just tell me to move nicely. So I agree with your reason, CJ. The mean would be the best one here because he's got that outlier that makes that mean high.
But it says he wants an accurate one.
Oh, does it say accurate?
Yeah. What is the best measure of central
Oh.
accurately show?
I just learned a lesson that I just got taught by Zoe about reading the darn question. Does it say mislead? You're right. It says which one would be the best one to accurately show the data. You know what? I made that mistake on purpose to make sure somebody was paying attention. You passed. Yay! All right, so the mean, darn it, the mean would be the one if we're wanting to be shady, right? It's okay. You don't need to worry about going back to fix it. You know what we're going to do here? We're going to cross this out and we're going to put mislead so that you guys don't get confused later.
Nah, I got something else, guys.
But as long as you if you followed the directions and you did it right. So if we wanted an accurate one, so let's add this down at the bottom. We'll say the median would be accurate. So I learned a lesson about following the directions. Thank you. I totally missed that. So if we want to be shady, we would use the mean. If we want an accurate representation, we would find the one that's in the middle. Thank you for bringing that. It doesn't bother me. You're going to bust me making mistakes like that all the time. All right, so do we have kind of the idea about what we need to do at this point? If you type your answers in these little answer boxes, you'll get a little point that lights up to let you know that you did it correctly. But do your guess first. I want you to take the educated guess part first. So you got 6 more educated guesses to make. Then we'll start going back and doing the math. Okay, do we got any questions? All right, I'm going to shut up now. Get out of your face so you can get to work on that.